well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone arena action. I actually played these three classes all in a block back to back recently, Warlock being the most recent. However, Warlock's also the class with which I have the fewest videos on this channel, so let's do another Warlock run. Your soul shall be mine, bitches. Your soul shall be mine. So here we have a tough call to start things off. Shadow Flame will sometimes bail you out. It's a card I'd like to have in my deck. However, I noticed that actually most games when I played with it, I didn't really use it. It was like, I was happy to have it because it was like insurance in case of a bad time. But at the same time, the Blade Master, I mean, it is just a really good card. A 4/3 for 3 mana is awesome. Shadow Flame is a bit touchier. I'm going to take the Blade Master. I like having things I can just play onto an empty board. Alright, this is kind of like removal, but I'm a little bit scarred from my last draft where I saw no 4-drops ever. So let's take the Silver Moon Guardian while the chance is there. Summoning Portal, it just doesn't really impress me very much. Gurubashi Berserker's alright, but he's not my favorite 5-drop. We'll take the Dalaran Mage. Warlocks could make use of some spell damage. Rather have the Kobold Geomancer. I could take some more spell damage. That would be kind of nice. Succubus I just don't like. So yeah, I'll take the Kobold Geomancer here. Shadow Bolt's hard card to pass on, although I would like to take a Leper Gnome for more of an aggressive bent to the deck, but Shadow Bolt is really nice. Okay, I could take the Voodoo Doctor. It goes nicely with the injured Blade Master, and it's a 1-drop in case I need it. Or I could take another Silver Moon Guardian. Not super interested in the Raid Leader, which is a 3-drop that's kind of mediocre when I've already got 2 3-drops here. So I could go for aggro with the Doctor or try to be a bit more well-rounded with the Guardian. Let's take the Guardian here and not go anything too crazy. Corruption I hate. This is the best 2-drop in the game, so let's just take it. And another contender for best 2-drop in the game is the Fairy Dragon. Do I take the Dread Infernal? I mean, I don't have any endgame at the moment. Then again, I'm a Warlock. This could still turn out to be an aggro deck. Let's take the Fairy Dragon. It's just such a good early drop. Okay, these are both fine. I'll take the Vengeful Mercenary. It's nice to have something big in my deck. I have another chance at Shadow Flame, or I could take the Violet Teacher. The woman who I always say has a nice body, meaning her stats, but also her body. I could go super aggro with the Golem, but I don't really see much reason to do that. Oh man, Violet Teacher is just too good. I think I'm going to take her over the other Shadow Flame, although I'm sure that will make some people rage. Now, Shadow Bolt's pretty good, for sure, but the Darkscale Healer also very solid. Goes nicely with the injured Blade Master, and it's just a Chillwind Yeti to boot. I'm a bit low on removal, though, although I want to take that good 5-drop. I think having more removal in my deck is going to be important. Okay, Flame Imp. I mean, Warlocks do need healing. I think this is a very high pick card for Warlocks, the Farseer, but I think I'm going to take a Flame Imp just because it's nice to have some 1-drops in your deck, and that's one of the best ones. Blood Imp is always a nice pickup for Warlocks as well. I've lost to the army of Blood Imps more than one occasion. I could take this guy as kind of like an endgame thing, but these are also fine. I think I'm going to pick the Stormwind Knight here. I think maybe ordinarily I would take the Loot Hoarder, but the Stormwind Knight is nice in that it's kind of doubles as removal. At the moment, since I passed on those Shadow Flames, all I've got for removal is 2 Shadow Bolts, so some more would be nice. Alright, Soulfire I think is a pretty good pick. Love that card. Succubus, still don't like it, so we'll take another Blood Imp, try to do the Blood Imp army thing going on. Flame Imp, I pretty much take every single... I think taking every one of these that you see as a Warlock is a pretty safe strategy. Here we'll grab Demon Fire. Again, Soulwind's Champion is tempting, but I do want some more removal. And, okay, Argent Squire, very good 1-drop. I got lots of 1-drops, though. I'm not that pressured to take it. Here we're going to do the Razorfen Hunter. This is a card I've disrespected in the past, but it'd be nice to get some Swarm in here. Haha, Twilight Drake. Well, this might not be the best deck for Twilight Drake since, of course, I'm gearing up. Not exactly aggro 100%, but it's pretty aggressive. So we'll take the Mana Wraith then to go in keeping with that theme. Phantom Creeper would be nice. I don't have any taunt at the moment. It'd be nice to have something bigger to drop. And I think, in fact, I will go for that, although the Worgen was a tempting choice there as well. Sense Demons for some card draw would be good. I've got these Blood Imps and Flame Imps. Not the most impressive demons, admittedly, and that's currently it. Not a super big fan. I could take this for more taunt, or this because it's got good stats. Just a 4/6 is pretty good. I will take some more taunt here in the form of the Booty Bay. Okay, Ironbeak Owl could be nice for an aggro deck to blow our way past taunts, but I really just don't like silence very much. I mean, on this Owl. So I'll take the Harvest Golem. It's a really great 3-drop. Man. Well, I could take this. I think I want to get some endgame, though. Since this didn't end up going pure aggro, let's take the Dread Infernal for some quasi-removal and endgame. This guy again. It's tempting, but I feel like I don't really have enough removal. I have Soulfire, 2 Shadow Bolts, and that's it, really, if you look at it. A Demon Fire, I suppose. So another Demon Fire would make me feel a little bit better about my life, but this is tempting and this is tempting, so here is where we have to make some tough decisions. Well, as a Warlock, I don't want to have no healing in the deck. We did pass on that Voodoo Doctor and on the Dark Scale Healer, so much as it hurts, I'm going to take the Farseer here just to make sure we got some kind of healing in here somewhere. This is pretty good for the taunt to protect my early drops. It's very nice. I have to choose between a Flame Imp and a Blood Imp. Let's go Flame Imp here for the Ultra Aggression Gambit. And another Vengeful Mercenary. I mean, this is nice as a closer. It's only 5 mana, and it could be good. I think I've got enough Shadow Bolts. I've got 5 1-drops. This is a 6, which would be good, but we'll take the Ventrico just to put some more beef in our deck without adding too much to the mana cost. Here, we'll take some more Swarm. Previously, I would have never taken this card, but I think this fits in as a 4-drop. Puts a lot of power and toughness on the board, and we're ending with an epic. Well, easy call here. Sea Giant's just awesome. I fear with woe in my heart for the day when the Sea Giant gets nerfed, because it's just, like, so obviously better than the other Giants. Although, interestingly, there's a Warlock deck making the rounds and constructed. It's an Unleash the Giants deck, which uses all of the Giants except for the Sea Giant. It uses the Molten Giant and the Mountain Giant. The core idea of the deck is that you draw lots of cards, so you can play the Mountain Giant easily as a Warlock, and then you're life-tapping yourself and getting damage dealt to you, so you can then also play the Molten Giant for cheaper for free. And then you give him Taunt with the Son of Fury Protector and a Defender of Argus. Holy Shinobi, a good name for a priest here. Alright, well, I'd like to get some 1-drops in this deck for sure, but this is a great 2-drop. I can't possibly pass that. It'll trade with just about anything that my priest opponent can play, and it can't be targeted by Shadow Words. Okay, not the good start for this deck. I mean, really, with 3 Flame Imps and 2 Blood Imps, we really hope to see those in our opening hands. Otherwise, those Flame Imps coming later down the pike are really embarrassing. Embarrassingly bad. Oh, that wasn't even a pun. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, the point is, I didn't get any 1-drops, and that'll always make me sad. Luckily, we do have this. We've got removal in case we need it. And honestly, in this deck, the hero ability, as a Warlock, you don't really ever mind using that. You know, getting a card is pretty awesome. It's better than, like, pinging your opponent for 1, which is what a mage does, or, you know, getting 2 life or something like that you might do as one of the other classes. This is a 1-drop, so my opponent still has his coin. He could get a Shattered Sun Cleric out here, let the Gold Sharp Footman trade for the Fairy Dragon. Then my Demon Fire would be inadequate for killing the Shattered Sun Cleric. I'd have to Shadow Bolt it. I'd say I'd be very far behind at that point. I'd be, like, going all in at this Ventrico Mercenary, which isn't really that great. Shadow Word Death kills it, you know. A decent number of pairs of creatures can 2-for-1 into it. So this usually will not win you the game all by itself if you don't have anything to back it up.
If I roll knee.
Okay, no. Shattered Sun Cleric is nice to see. So basically, I'm going to kill this. And now I am going to go... So I get a card up because I killed a creature while my creature lived. However, I will promptly go a card down because the Lewd Hoarder will get to kill my Fairy Dragon and draw a card for the honor. So we are trading even, although I did put 3 power and 4 toughness onto the board, which is nice because my opponent, being a priest and not a frickin' mage, can't just kill this thing for free, which is good. So next turn, I'd really like to play the Ventrico. Sadly, I will have to content myself with life tapping and maybe playing Demon Fire, depending on whether there's a target. My opponent still has not used his coin, so 4-drop could be coming down, in which case even Shadow Bolt might not be adequate. Uh-oh, it looks like that's what it's going to be. Lightspawn. Well, actually, I'm not that bothered by it. Lightspawn's okay. I don't mind using Shadow Bolt and my Piglet to kill off the Lightspawn. It seems like a fine use of my time. I'd like to also life tap here if I could, but no big deal. Now, I could actually use this guy to kill it. Then they both die to Holy Nova. Yeah, let's not be super greedy here. We'll just use the Piglet. Keep the 3 health there on my Razorfen Hunter. And I guess the Razorfen Hunter showed its value right there. That was very solid. I'm happy to have had that free Piglet. So at 5 mana, I'll probably just be dropping the Ventrico Mercenary. These guys both die to Shadow Word Death. This guy dies to a big game Hunter, but I'm not going to play around an Epic. Unless I have a very good reason not to play this, I will just be playing it. It's nice to have this guy, so I'm kind of playing sort of endgamey here. Does mean I've got 2 Blood Imps and 3 Flame Imps ready to suck the wind out of my sails. Well, I said I wasn't going to... Uh-oh. I don't like how this looks. Okay, well, I said I wasn't going to play this unless I was going to play this unless I had a really good reason not to. It so happens I do have a good reason not to play it, which is that this Acolyte is about to kill my creature and draw 2 cards in the process. So the taunt here, I'm glad I drafted it. It's making my opponent work for it if he actually wants to cash it. Ah, he's got a Shadow Word Death. Motherfucker. Well, that sucks. Great donkey dongles. Because he's going to get 2 cards out of this Acolyte and kill my creature. Oh, he might even get more cards, because he could actually heal it if he's got nothing else to play. Yeah, boy. So, Shadow Word Death. Can you believe that card didn't used to exist? Before the wipe, Priest did not have Shadow Word Death. That was such a game changer for the class. Can't even believe it. Okay, so Stormwind Knight, unfortunately, doesn't quite cut the mustard on this Acolyte. Oh my god. Well, let's just play this. I hope my opponent doesn't have any more Shadow Word Deaths. If he does, it's actually going to be trouble with a capital T. Ubble. I might have to, like, Shadow Bolt this Acolyte, which is the worst thing in the world, is I go a card down and lose a Premier removal. Are you freaking kidding me? Who drafts 2 Shadow Word Deaths? Come on! Well, I just lose this game, because... Okay, I can't even kill this with a Shadow Bolt anymore. Motherfucker. What is... Oh, my God. Oh, my God, are you goddamned kidding me? This fucking Acolyte. Motherfucker. Honest to fucking God sometimes. Alright, we're gonna do this. I don't think I have any answers to this thing, honestly. Oh, that's not the right cloud! That was not the card I wanted to play. I wanted to play a Fen Creeper because it actually survives against the Acolyte. This is fucking ridiculous. I can't believe my opponent pulled off an Acolyte. He had Shadow Word Pain for one of my Taunters, Shadow Word Pain for my other giant, or Shadow Word Death for one of my Taunters, Shadow Word Death for my Ventrico. He also pulled off the combo on this Acolyte. God, this game is just stupid. So now he gets to keep healing this thing up and ride it all the way to Gravy Town. God damn it. Well, I mean, me playing the wrong creature certainly didn't help. I really... Oh, well, it doesn't even matter, because apparently it was going to die to Shadow Word Pain anyway. So, nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Alright, I could play Sea Giant. I guess I might have to. I don't know. I think we'll play Blood Imp. And we'll play a Sea Giant. Problem is, I'm getting aggroed down here. And he can hit me down to, Jesus, 6 health. I can't really life tap anymore after that. Unless I get my Earthen Ring Farseer. Oh my god, this arena is not off to a promising start. I think my deck is fine. I mean, it's maybe a little bit light without being fully aggro, but it's a decent deck. I think it's got, you know, good cards in it. Decent curve. It's just this game. Oh my god, really? That had to happen. That had to happen. So my opponent's just trying to finish me off here, which is absolutely what he should do. Had this been like a you know what? This could have been a Twisting Nether. It would have been a lot better. This game's over. I mean, no, this game's over. I mean, technically it's not over. Technically. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do this. We'll do this. This. I think that was all right. I mean, technically the game's not over. But we have card parity. A Mind Control wins him the game on the spot, pretty much. He had 2 Shadow Word Deaths. Oh my god. Who drafts 2 Shadow Word Deaths and then draws both of them? Unba-frickin-leavable. Unbe-friggin-leavable. I generally will play 2 games in the first video and then do the rest in a separate video. But if I lose the first 2 games, or if I feel like the deck is bad, I might just do it all in one. So I don't know. If I lose this game, and we might just make this into an all-in-one Warlock special. Get this arena over with. I don't know. Why is my morale so low? It's just one priest who happened to have 2 Shadow Word Deaths. Whatever, man. It's still a good deck. I could go to the distance. I could pay the distance a visit. I could be like, hey, distance, what's up? How are you doing? How are the wife and kids? And distance says, I don't have any wife and kids. They won't do. I had a girlfriend, but she wouldn't do distance. Okay. Okay. Well, at least I make myself laugh. What is this guy thinking about? I mean, just play some creatures down and kill me. These guys are at low health, and I'm not a priest, so I sure as hell can't heal them. Rage Morgan, very good card under the circumstances. It threatens to kill my my dude. I don't know what that was all about. I guess he just wanted to put it onto the board for Defender of Argus. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Good play. Those are well played. Sure. Okay, well, pretty obvious what I have to do here. We're gonna just kill this. Yeah, we have to do that. Otherwise, the Worgen can actually hit the Fen Creeper and do its business. We'll do that. Gotta play Fen Creeper. I could life tap and Harvest Golem, but I think cards are not really my problem. My life is more of a problem, so we'll just stay at 6 health and hold the fort here. Oh my god, that's a really good card. Oh, that's also a really good card. Look at how good Taunt's been all game. My taunt was clutch. His taunt is clutch. Ah, man, Taunt. Good ability. Stops my dude from... Fuck you! Fuck you and die. God, power word, motherfucking shield. Ah, boy, this game's just been all wrong. All wrong all day. Maybe if I had one of those, like, raid leaders, they'd be good here. Okay, this is obviously not gonna work. Oh, let's life tap. I'm gonna lose anyway, might as well. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So we'll do this. I'm gonna heal myself, I think. I lose the game right now. Oh, I lose the game. I'm sorry, folks. I messed that up. I needed to heal my Fen Creeper because now he can just trade one of his 3/3s into it. And he's got 8 damage on the board. So yeah, that was good. Glad that happened. Let's see if he catches it. Oh, he catches it all right. He knows what's up. I'll give him a well played. That was, good job by him. I think I had the better deck. I really do. He didn't do anything that impressive. He just played removal against my creatures and won because I didn't draw any of my 5 1-drops all game, except for that one Blood Imp, I suppose. Well, anyway, that was bittering. That was embittering, I should say. I think we're going to call it here. Even if I win the next game, we're going to do this an all-in-one special, folks. I don't know. After that game, we're just gonna hitch the high horse up to the Tressors and ride this funky train all the way to the gravy boat. That is what we're gonna do. Taunt though. That was a good illustration of how important Taunt can be, because had he not had a Taunt, I could have easily hung in there because my Silver Moon Guardian could have taken his 3/3 off the map. Oh, we're up against a mage, like the worst possible matchup for any Warlock. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and mulligan aggressively. Let's try to go as aggro as possible here. Send back everything that isn't 1 mana. Can we get another Flame Imp? Alright, we got a Blood Imp. That is alright. It doesn't really do much, unfortunately. Because this thing still dies to a Frostbolt, even if there is a Blood Imp helping it out. So I'm not going to spend my coin here. Much rather spend the coin on turn 2 to get this Razorfen Hunter into play. Okay, my opponent's going to shoot my Flame Imp over a couple turns, it looks like. That's alright. Freaking mages. So we'll do this. Coin. And, well, you know what? Hang on a minute. I should play Blood Imp and then Life Tap. That would preserve my Flame Imp. I think that actually makes a lot more sense. So we're going to draw cards. You should always draw cards first. And we're going to go ahead and do Blood Imp. Ordinarily, I was definitely going to play the Razorfen Hunter, but it might as well screw my opponents up a little bit. Cone of Cold would be good. It would get the Flame Imp down. Like an Arcane Explosion would be good as well. Mirror Image. Okay, this is irritating. I'm not going to lie. I am irritated. So we'll do this, and I'll play Razorfen Hunter here. I could have played a Flame Imp and Life Tap, but I like the idea of doing this because put some extra power onto the board with this boar, and the boar is not trivially killable thanks to my Blood Imp. My opponent wants to spend half her mana killing the Flame Imp. I mean, it's not great for me because honestly, all this damage that these mirror images are stopping means that later she can just play Flame Strike and win because all my stuff dies to it. So that's a bit sad. Well, I am getting the aggro draw this game. There's no question about that. I don't think I want to play double Flame Imp, though. That doesn't seem correct to me, because then just a Blizzard would sort of... Well, actually, no, I should have played double Flame Imp. I'm sorry, folks, because these are 3/3s thanks to the Blood Imp. So a Blizzard would not have killed them both. Frostbolt. Okay, she is really playing the stall game. Everything does die to Flame Strike. I do have some stuff that survives it, like I've got... the Vengeful Mercenary and the Fen Creeper, stuff like that. God, I wish Flame Strike cost 8 mana. Should I just throw everything to that? Yeah, fuck it. We'll just do this and this. And yeah, we'll just do that. Why not? Why not? You know what? You know, it's a turn away from Flame Strike still. So she either has to have a Blizzard, which is a rare, or she's... Oh, that looks like a... Oh, nope, nope, nope. That's fine by me. No Probalo. No Probalo. Okay. I could do kind of a funny move here. I could put Demon Fire in one of my Flame Imps to make it survive the next turn's Flame Strike, which is an interesting idea. Dragon Wing Mechanic also survives a Flame Strike. I could Soulfire, but then I would lose my Shadow Bolt, or I could Shadow Bolt, but then I can't play my other stuff. Actually, this guy also survives Flame Strike. There's actually a fair bit of things that survive Flame Strike. Let's just Shadow Bolt this. Keep the Soulfire for possible burn to the face. Put Demon Fire on one of my Flame Imps. Not so much for the damage, although that's a nice perk, but more for the fact that it'll make it survive a Flame Strike. The question is, do I throw in my Blood Imp? So on the one hand, this Blood Imp's likely to die to Flame Strike that's coming in next turn. But on the other hand, if I throw the Blood Imp in, she can ping it, make my Dalaran Mage and my Flame Imp here die to Flame Strike the following turn. So I think I will hold on to this Blood Imp to rob her of that option. There's a decent chance next turn, as long as I draw something that's 3 mana or less, that I can play the Dragonling Mechanic and then Soulfire, and then whatever the other card is, and then Soulfire for free. Alright, notice how she's freezing that one, so she's kind of like angling up for... Oh, interesting! She's pinging this! Interesting. If she were angling up for a Flame Strike, she'd actually ping that. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Vaporization commencing.
Ice Barrier. Oh, I should have probably attacked with this Piglet, right? Because that's my least valuable creature. I messed up. Okay, well anyway. 8 health is a bit of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Man. I think actually... This actually survives Flame Strike. So that's actually before I do anything else. Let's Life Tap. Play the Violet Teacher. Don't really want to play the Mechanic because there's actually not enough room on the field for the Dragon Thing, so I don't want to lose that value for nothing. Okay, now do I play the Blood Imp? Or do I attack with the Blood Imp? It's really important to think about when you want to start attacking with your Blood Imp. I think I do now. I think I do. She still can't... Yeah, she still can't ping it and play Flame Strike in one turn. And I think that extra damage could make all the difference in this situation. It's good, by the way, that she doesn't have a Blizzard, or she hasn't had one yet. Because had she had a Blizzard, I would have just, like, been really screwed.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Alright, she gets 2 knife throws. Well, it's a good thing I attacked with it, because it was gonna die. Are you friggin' kidding me? Oh my god, that knife juggler... That knife juggler, what just happened? If it had hit this boar, I swear to god, I would have flipped the bitch. Are you goddamn kidding me? I have to go for the face here. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not enough. I need to get a charger here. Nope, not a chance. Okay, well, we're gonna go for it anyway. I'm just gonna freaking go for it. Ball sacks. I cannot believe that knife juggler hit my... Knife juggler hit my 2 1-toughness creatures. The odds of that were astronomically low. Oh my god, still no Flame Strike from my opponent. That is quite remarkable. She actually queued up her abilities, but that was a mistake. She should have, of course, pinged off this after the knife juggler hit it. Llama-Bot comes back down. Oh, what the... I swear to god! It's like she gets to choose what that knife juggler hits. It is random enemy, folks. Random enemy. Oh my god. Well, as I often like to say, against mages, all you can ever do is hope they don't have good cards. And in that game, a single Flame Strike, Blizzard, even a Cone of Cold probably would have just made me lose. So I just threw everything onto the board, and the mage didn't have the card that she was supposed to have, and so I won. So I wouldn't even give myself credit for that one. Oh my god, if this run goes even reasonably well, I'm gonna have to put it in the Papa Boris's greatest hits just for the the knife juggler that game was an all-star. The Knife Juggler definitely carried my opponent's team. It just didn't carry the team hard enough, is what happened there. Oh my god. Drinking some Reed's ginger brew here. For good luck. Rum nor the Shaman. Man, I feel so bitter when I play Shamans. Shamans beat me a decent amount, but when I play a Shaman, it just sucks. I've lost the Shaman magic. We're the first player. We got the first player curve here. 1, 2, 3. Could just win the game because we're playing creatures. Is a possibility. What I really don't want is any kind of removal from my opponent. I want him to do his own thing. I don't want him to mess with my stuff. That is... Well, let's think about that. Do I play the Demon Fire or the Fairy Dragon? I'm going to play the Demon Fire. This makes it, first of all, so that his guy dies right away. Second of all, this is actually a bit difficult for a Shaman to deal with. 4 toughness. Kind of tricky for a Shaman right here. Can't think of what you could do that would deal with the situation. Okay. This is a bit annoying. I could make the Fairy Dragon. The issue is, Fairy Dragon, I kill this Knife Juggler, and then a Forked Lightning kills us both. So... what I'd much rather do is actually play this. I don't want this guy trading into the Knife Juggler. Also don't want the Knife Juggler living. So I'll take some time to kill it. Alright, so this guy and Demon Fire, it's 2 eggs in 1 basket, but I've already killed 2 cards with it, a Shield Bearer and a Knife Juggler, so I'd say that it paid for itself pretty handsomely. Forked Lightning, okay. Not a problem. And he whiffed on that, which is fortunate. Next turn, he's only going to have 2 mana, which is a pretty good deal. He's going to coin out here. Does he have something good? Torn Warrior. It's alright, actually. It's a little bit too big for this Hunter. I never did end up taking any buff cards, like a Raid Leader. So I'm going to have to trade this Flame Imp, who will... Well, actually, let's go ahead and do this. Let's life tap first. Kobold Geomancer. Nifty, but not what I need. So we'll do this. We'll do that. So I got a little bit of card advantage there, because the Forked Lightning really whiffed, and the Flame Imp took out, plus the Demon Fire took out 3 cards. A little bit of card advantage, and he's got a slow start here. He's only can make a totem, thanks to the Forked Lightning of the last turn. Well, things are looking good. This is definitely not over, but it is to my advantage. If I play this Kobold Geomancer and the Injured Blade Master, the issue there is I'm a bit vulnerable to Lightning Storm, so although I am sort of a putatively aggro deck, I would rather actually just play the 1 big creature here than the 2 smaller ones. Now, Lightning Storm is a rare, and it's the Shaman's only master removal, but why play into it if I have a reasonable alternative that I could do instead? Now, why Fen Creeper, you ask? Why not the Booty Bay Bodyguard? That's a good question. Booty Bay Bodyguard was definitely playable there. And in fact, it would have been good against this 2/4, I have to say, so maybe that was a bit of an imprecise decision on my part. So, what do I want to do this turn? I think I want to see if I can get a removal card. Kind of. I think we're going to go for it like this. I'm going to do the Stormwind Knight. We'll do him. And the Razorfen Hunter. And if I damage my Fen Creeper, again, I'm sort of vulnerable to Lightning Storm. But if I damage the Fen Creeper, then the Fairy Dragon lives, and then I have more board presence. So we're going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and test him out, see if he's got the Lightning Storm, because I can afford to. That would be half his turn, and I'd still be ahead on cards afterwards. Uh-oh, this smells like a Lightning Storm. Is it? No, it's not. He's pointing something at that. I see. So he was evidently hoping for a Taunt Totem, because Dark Iron Dwarf on a Taunt Totem is really good. Blood Imp does not help anything survive. I'm going to life tap him. I'm trying to find one of my removal cards. Not a chance. 2 Blood Imps? Does that work? That puts this guy at 5 health. Alright, it's good enough for me, I guess. Do I have to? Do I have to? I could just ignore the Dark Iron Dwarf, I suppose. And just, let me think about this. Swing for 8? Actually, maybe I should just start ignoring him. That's a piece of feedback I got in my last run. Wasn't ignoring my opponent's stuff enough. Alright, here we go. I'm actually gonna, I will actually kill the Healing Totem. Otherwise, the Dark Iron Dwarf can kill the Fen Creeper, and the Healing Totem can kill, nothing, actually. Whoops, I probably shouldn't have done that. Anyway, well, I took a creature off the board. I hedged my bets, as I so often do. So again, my opponent needs a Lightning Storm, although thanks to these Blood Imps, a lot of my stuff survives. He'd need, like, Spell Damage and Lightning Storm. Alright. I guess I just threw stuff onto the board. Yeah, you're not really seeing, like, super high caliber play from Papa Boris here. This isn't like me making the most epic play around mind control or spellbender. I think that is actually one of the best plays I have ever made on this channel. I won't tell you which video it was. Well, I guess you know it was a rogue video, but it was a rogue video from a while back. I was up against a mage. I played around Spellbender by casting Betrayal on the only creature she had, wasting the Betrayal just to see if it was a Spellbender, and it was, and then that allowed my removal spell to come through for the kill. That was my best play. Anyway, what I'm saying is this arena is not exactly that. It's just me throwing creatures onto the field until the game ends. Another mage, my worst matchup. The only reason I beat the last mage is because she didn't have any cards. This opening hand is just looking a lot better since I got that Flame Imp. We'll keep a 3-drop. I could get really aggressive to fish out one of my other 2 Flame Imps, but let's not go too crazy here. So we have the same start that we had last time. We can Flame Imp into Demon Fire, but against a mage, there's a reasonably good chance the Flame Imp is actually not going to live between Arcane Missiles and Frostbolt. And I may very well never see the light of day of these glorious plans. Okay, is my opponent here? I think she is, because I think if she had been AFK, the mulligan wouldn't have come through so quickly. This has got to be one of the most unimpressive animations. First of all, you have to click on it forever. And second of all, it doesn't. You really have to click on it forever. What is it gonna do its thing? Anyway, whatever. Flame Imp. That's what it does. Really? That's what it does? That's what it does. Chrunk. That's a good noise it just made. Chrunk. I should make a music video. What does the gate say? Chrunk. Arcane Explosion is a... Whoa! We're up against a newbie. Okay, folks. Arcane Explosion is under some circumstances playable against a single creature. However, at this point, all it did was equivalent to just fire blasting this thing. So my opponent is a newbie, which is great to see. Oh, I messed up! Oh god, I shouldn't have used the coin. I should have put Demon Fire on my guy, so I could have survived Fire Blast next turn. Oops, my apologies, folks. And there's no way to salvage this. I mean, if I use Demon Fire on it, I will have just wasted the coin. So, yep, we're gonna go ahead and make the Razorfen Hunter. That was a mistake. I apologize. I just was looking at my 3-drops, being like, oh, I get to play 3-drops, but I really should have protected the creature I already had. Anyway, maybe that wasn't even the best play, because then a Frostbolt would kill it, but she didn't have a Frostbolt, or she clearly would have used it, so I think that was a reasonable choice on my part. Anyway, my opponent messed up. I think that's something only a really new player would do, is use, you know, Arcane Explosion that way. Okay, so what I could do here is I could play the Earthen Ring Farseer to heal this up. And then how do I deal with this? Well, there's really no great way to deal with that. I could just trade my already dead Flame Imp into this, use my Borling, which is also already dead, to kill the remainder. That leaves me my whole turn then, and I can happily then play like a Injured Blade Master. That seems really good. We'll do that. So, man, this Razorfen Hunter, I am liking it a lot. So this guy... It's an interesting choice to play him over the Harvest Golem. The Harvest Golem obviously a bit more durable. The problem is with 4 mana, my opponent could Frostbolt this and then still kill it. So, again, I don't think she has a Frostbolt. She'd have to top deck it because she didn't have it on turn 2 when she used Arcane Explosion mysteriously to attack my Flame Imp. But, given that she doesn't have it, I would rather have the 4 power than the 2 power because we are trying to be a little bit aggressive here, especially with this hand. I don't have, like, my Fen Creeper, I don't have my Vengeful Mercenary, I don't have any of my endgame stuff here, so I might as well try to get as much damage on as I can. 6 damage is a pretty decent amount of damage. Next turn, I'll probably be playing a Harvest Golem. Although, this is a pretty good combo, isn't it? Heal this guy, make him a 4/6. Oh, that's actually really good. What am I talking about? I gotta do that. Yeah, we'll just do this. And, yeah, let's go ahead and use Soulfire, I think. Keep the damage coming. Harvest Golem, it's not a big deal. And do I throw away the Hunter, or do I damage this guy to the point where he will die to a Flame Strike in a few turns? Let's go ahead and keep him on the board. It is a little bit risky against Flame Strike, but Flame Strike's not for another 3 turns. So she needs Cone of Cold, Blizzard, or Frost Nova to stop, you know, 9 damage from hitting her in the face. If she doesn't have one of those 3 cards, I could or another, like, taunt, like a Fen Creeper or something, I could very well be in business. But if she does have any of those things, I will be behind, I think. If you're wondering why I'm saying I'm behind, given that I have equal cards to my opponent, I'm as behind as that booty bay bodyguard. Get behind me. Anyway, if you're wondering why I'm saying that, it's because I'm up against a mage, quite simply, and I know that Flame Strike is going to come someday to kill all this stuff. Well, this is a good play for her, although the booty bay bodyguard is kind of showing its weakness here. Ascension would have just been a lot better here. Instead, my Blade Master can kill this pretty easily, and then I still get 5 damage through, which is pretty nice. And this guy comes down, so she'll have to have removal for it. Starting to be a lot of pressure for her. I could use Demon Fire and then trade the Hunter in, but again, because Flame Strike is still 1 turn away, I'd rather keep this around and do the extra damage. This is an interesting possibility in the future, but for now, we'll just do this. Swing, swing, and that. Well, I'm pretty sure my opponent would have played Blizzard, Cone of Cold, or Frost Nova if she had them, so I'm guessing she doesn't have any free spells. This is quite improbable, and I will acknowledge my good luck here that I'm up against a mage who at the moment has not had any of the really important mage spells. However, remember that my opponent played Arcane Explosion against Flame Imp rather than just using her hero ability, so it's a newer player, which suggests that maybe she doesn't realize, that those are spells that she should be drafting. She might have not drafted correctly. Well, it kind of sucks here with this Flame Imp because Demon Fire is not quite good enough, and this guy, I don't really want to damage it because then it'll die to a Flame Strike. I think even a bad player knows to take Flame Strike. So before we do anything else, I'm going to flip a card. Blood. Okay. Well, I can only play one of them. Okay, and it doesn't help anybody survive a Flame Strike, so it's not even worth it, actually. This might be my one pro play here. It is actually not worth it to play Blood Imp. I mean, I could throw one away. Let me think about that. Do I want to throw this Blood Imp away? What is it? No, it's just gonna die. It's just gonna die. There's no reason to play it whatsoever, especially because then it dies to Dread Infernal. Nope. I think it's actually correct not to play either one of those. Demon Fire has no targets. If any of these were a demon, I would love to protect it from the incoming Flame Strike. Of course, there's a chance she doesn't have a Flame Strike, but it's an unlikely one. Even bad players, when they see Flame Strike, can realize that it's a good card. Although she might not have drawn it. No, she does not have a Flame Strike. Alright, that is good news. That is very good news. If she hadn't played Arcane Explosion on turn 2, she could do it again, and then she could kill my Ventricle Mercenary. Because of that misplay, my Ventricle Mercenary lives. Fairy Dragon is unimpressive, and that is unimpressive. Well, this is fan-fiddly-tastic here. Do I just win? What do we got here? 7-10. Oh, I don't win. Funnily enough, had I played a Blood Imp last time, I would have actually won this time. Instead, what we'll do is we'll life tap, and we're gonna play one of these Blood Imps this time. So I'm playing this mainly because it's actually the stealth is actually really funny important because it's stealth, so she can't attack it directly, and it's threatening to deliver the killing blow, which is amusing. Also, if she gets rid of everything, the Dread Infernal will actually kill her. I just couldn't play it this time because it was too expensive with my Ventricle Mercenary. So she'd have to clear my board and have life gain to avoid losing on the spot. Even though I would have won a turn sooner had I played the Blood Imp last turn, I still think it was the correct move not to play it. Because it was very likely to just die for no reason. I really thought my opponent would have a Flame Strike. Ooh, an irrelevant last turn Sea Giant. I want to see too many of those. Yeah, it's the game. Unless she has a 0-mana taunt of some sort. This is pretty much it. I will actually get to kill the mage with her own sheep. I think that's... I mean, you've got to take that chance. That is even less common than killing someone with a Blood Imp, is killing a mage with her own sheep. Okay, so 2 mages in this arena that didn't have Flame Strike, or Blizzard, or Cone of Cold, or Frost Nova at any point during either game. Quite improbable, but it just goes to show how big of a difference a few cards can make. Those handful of cards could have won the game for either of those 2 mages I beat. So neither one of them played Flame Strike. Did the first one play Flame Strike and I forgot? I think neither one of them played Flame Strike, neither one played Blizzard, neither one played Cone of Cold, neither one played Frost Nova. Neither one played, actually, a Mana Worm, a Sorcerer's Apprentice, or a Water Elemental either. So, like, pretty much every single, like, really, really important mage spell, neither one of those mages played it against me, which is really amusing. Okay, well, that's great. We're up against another Shaman, Zik the Shaman. I don't know if everybody's watching Papa Boris or something, but Shamans are really popular. I'm seeing them a lot more recently than I used to. And I feel bad because I don't like it that much anymore. I've been doing pretty badly with it. I'm going to make a very aggressive mulligan. You might think I'm crazy, like, why am I doing this? I've got a 2-3-4 curve. I just want to see my 1-drops, honestly. And yeah, I might regret not having those cards later, but I think it's important to maximize my odds of getting those turn 1 Flame Imps. Well, now I regret it. This is obviously not nearly as good. Oh, look at that! It pays out! It pays out! Had I mulliganed even one fewer card, I would not have seen that Flame Imp in time. And a Flame Imp on turn 1 versus a Flame Imp on, like, turn 3, which is what it would have been had I drawn it a little bit later. Because, you know, obviously this turn I'd be playing a... Oh, God, I don't like this. I don't like going in... Yeah, you have to do it, though. You have to do it. You have to... I mean, you just have to go in and hope he doesn't have Forked Lightning. If you're playing aggro, you can't afford to just, like, you know, play around stuff. You just gotta throw stuff onto the board and hope for the best. So does he have it? Does he have it? I mean, it's okay, because next turn he wouldn't be able to do anything. He'd be Mana Bolt. Ah! Well... I think I still made the correct play there. I think that was the right play. He just, you know, he had his out. Whatever, man. It's all good. We'll just throw more stuff onto the field. This Blood Imp would have been nice earlier. So next turn we can play a Silvermoon Guardian. He can't do anything this turn unless he has another Forked Lightning. But he can't do anything here. Well, actually, he could have a Lightning Bolt to kill that off. Wow, he's going to do it. So he still can't do anything next turn. And then what we're going to start doing... is, well, we got this guy, so we're going to get to play him down, which is nice because my opponent can't do anything this turn because of overload. So I'm going to get, hopefully, some free damage. And oh no, he's actually got a drop. Damn it. Does he have like an Unbound Elemental? Shit, Scarlet Crusader is really good because I was hoping it would be something I could kill, but it is not. Here's what we'll do. Do I even care about this thing? I don't think I care about it. I'm going to get 5 damage in. I think this is where I'm going to take the feedback that some kind folks gave to me, that I was spending too much time as an aggro deck killing my opponent's creatures. I mean, I could just, you know, use this and pop the Divine Shield, but 5 damage is a lot of damage. We're going for aggro here. So let's see what we can do. Ah, he's got the Hex. Motherfucker. Well, what's interesting is my opponent probably should have attacked my creature before hexing that guy, because this Scarlet Crusader would have really loved to kill my Kobold Geomancer. I think that was a bit of a misstep by my opponent. Just a teensy-weensy bit of a kind of an off move there. We'll play a Sea Giant. That seems pretty good. These guys are swinging in for 5 more damage. So he's got to deal with this. He's only got 4 damage on the field. He'll need a fair bit. He'll need at least like 2 cards worth of help, unless he has another Hex to take out the Sea Giant. Smart move there. Making good use of that totem. Lets the Scarlet Crusader kill my Silvermoon Guardian. Does he have another Hex? Does he seriously have another Hex? Does he seriously have another Hex? He seriously has another Hex! Oh my god. So that priest who had 2 Shadow Word Deaths, and then this motherfucker who has 2 Hexes. God damn it, honestly. The Blood Imp does not really help me, unfortunately. Fuck. Do I dare... Do I make this trade or do I just get the 2 damage in? I'm gonna get the 2 damage in. Fuck it. We will play Blood Imp and the Ventricle Mercenary. So this thing's got 7 health. He only has 5 damage on the field. And really, he doesn't really want to hit this with the axe, taking 7 damage to the face. Do you have a 3rd Hex, you motherfucker? Do you? Ah, he can't possibly even play it now. He's only got 2 mana left over. That's awesome. Flamesong Totem. He could kill this Ventrico. He's gonna go ahead and kill the Kobold Geomancer. I don't know. I mean, if this thing is gonna hit him anyway, he might as well have killed it with the axe. That might have been his mistake. Okay. Well, here... I think I definitely need to swing there. Can I lose this? Is it possible that I lose this game? But I got 9 damage. 9 plus 9 is 18. He can deal 20 damage to me if he has a Bloodlust. 20 damage to me if he has a Bloodlust. And then he's got 3 mana left over to play like a Lightning Bolt or something and kill me. I can only... I can only get him down to 1. Oh my god. I could life tap and hope I get Soulfire, but the problem is if I don't get Demon Fire or Soulfire to finish him off, well, I can't even, it'd have to be a Soulfire. I can only play this, I would have only 6 mana left. I couldn't play this thing. I can only play this thing. Crap, I have to do this. Oh wait, no, I have an idea. Oh, this is perfect. We do this. That's what we do. We cash out our Blood Imp and we do that. Okay, this is the move. So here we go. Here we go. I don't have any more charged creatures in the deck, sadly. This is the only one, I believe. Demon Fire and Shadow Bolt can't hit the opponent directly. But Soulfire will win the game for me, and he does still have to deal with both my creatures. Even this guy needs some kind of help for my opponent to be able to deal with it. Unmet Elemental is irrelevant unless there's a Defender of Argus coming up. That is completely irrelevant. There's no Defender of Argus anymore. It'd have to be a Taunt Totem, and even then it's not enough. It's not a taunt. Alright, well, we aggroed our way to victory in this game. My opponent says, well played, a bit prematurely. I mean, I might have missed it. You never know. That was a good game against Zik the Shaman. Wow, I guess it just really goes to show that aggro is, you know, a little more resilient than it looks. My opponent had 2 Forked Lightnings to slow down my early game, and I still pushed damage through. Interesting to note, though, had my opponent been a warrior and playing Cleave, he would have beaten me, I think. Because, Cleave costs 2 mana, but my opponent played Forked Lightning on turn 2. So he could have played it, then he wouldn't have been overloaded on the next turn, and then he wouldn't have been overloaded on turn 4. Might have made a difference. Might have made a difference. And then his hero ability, of course, wouldn't have been putting out useless totems. Oh no, it wasn't useless. He got a 1/1 totem that popped a Divine Shield for him. Okay, so I guess if he was the warrior with the bad hero ability, he still would have probably lost. Assuming, of course, he didn't play any warrior cards. Alright, anyway. I don't know why I was speculating. Well, here we have a warrior, Jackawabi. Have I played this person before? That seems like such a familiar name. Soulfire is a tricky card. Do you keep it or do you mulligan it? On the one hand, you don't want to throw your cards away, but on the other hand, what if my opponent plays like a Warsong Commander and I just need to kill it? I'll keep the Soulfire just in case. I don't want to come up against like a Frothing Berserker or something and have no answers. Well, this is not a good opening hand. That is a fact. Blood Imp? Okay. Rather have Flame Imp, that's for sure. Can't really attack a warrior with this. The risk of a Fiery War Axe is just too high. Coin and Probalisk. Interesting. Well, I don't want to play Mana Wraith. Oh, I do want to play Mana Wraith, don't I? I do. Because it's a 2/3 thanks to this Blood Imp. Do I Soulfire this thing? Well, actually, these creatures, I really couldn't care less about either one of them, could I? I mean, this thing's not gonna die to my Mana Wraith. You know what? We're gonna Soulfire this thing. I hope I lose the Knight. I lose the Sea Giant. Well, it's kind of either way. On this hand, this guy could be played earlier. The Sea Giant is bigger. Hard to say what was better there. But anyway, I go a card down voluntarily. My opponent's got nothing, maybe because of that Mana Wraith holding up his plays. Vengeful Mercenary, we'll just draw a card, see what we get. Flame Imp. I cannot play that because it costs 2 mana. Do I reveal this thing to get the extra damage in? Really, all that's really threatening it is a Fiery War Axe. But he would have played a Fiery War Axe and killed this Mana Wraith if he had it, so I'm gonna just play it. Thing is, warrior removal spells like Whirlwind and Cleave would have killed it anyway, so I might as well get that extra damage in. That extra damage, you know, it can make all the difference sometimes. Alright, here comes the Panda to trade away my Mana Wraith. It's fine. What we'll do here, well, let's think. I'd love to play this guy, but I can't until I kill the Mana Wraith, and then playing him makes no sense. We'll do it though. We'll do the trade. We'll attack for 1. Do this. 2, 6. 6 is a lot of health. Swing for 2. Obviously, this guy's a bit exposed. So if he plays just a random creature and I can't protect it, okay, well, that's the end of that. So this guy dealt some damage to my opponent and then died. Hard to say if that was worth it or not. I think I'm going to play the Fen Creeper. Lets this guy keep on swinging for damage unimpeded, otherwise the Weaponsmith plus the Axe could have killed it. Now the Weaponsmith plus the Axe don't kill it and he just loses his Weaponsmith, so he needs some kind of an answer. Which he seems to have. Mortal Strike. Pretty good answer. So now these 2 creatures sort of trade against each other. That's a bit annoying. Oh! Whoa! He's going to go after me. I think that was a misplay by my opponent. I do say that was a misplay. We're gonna just play out as much stuff as I can, and I'll race ya. No probalos, son. This is a bit of a tricky board for a warrior to deal with. He, like, can trade for my worst creature. He's in a bit of trouble, I think. He needs a really good card right here. I think he really should have attacked this while he had the chance.
We must cleanse the sun.
That actually doesn't really change much. It can kill the fairy dragon now and live, but other than that, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Man, I wish I'd seen a Mortal Coil at some point. That would have been nice. I'd love to play the Ironford Grizzly and this guy, but I can't. I think I want to life tap Ironford Grizzly, Flame Imp. Put as much as I can on the board. Demon Fire. That's nice. Demon Fire or Flame Imp is the question. I think, actually, this is really good right here. Because what I'm doing there is I am taking away his ability to kill one of my creatures, which is as good as putting down my own creature. So next turn at 8 mana, we can actually life tap Flame Imp and Ventricle Mercenary, or better, if the life tap gives me something nice. Well, we've been doing steady damage to him. If he manages to clear the board while keeping creatures on his own board, I might be in trouble. Or like plays a really big taunt, I might not be able to do it. Because I didn't choose to play this guy last turn. I chose to play this Taunter instead to protect my stuff. So he's got a lot of mana left over, 5 mana. He could very well clear everything out. Like an Arcanite. No, he's already attacked, so Arcanite Reaper wouldn't work. But, you know, an Execute or something would let him kill my Stormwind Knight. And because of the 3 health on the Hunter, this guy doesn't quite get the job done.
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, man, it's good play. So, his guy's going to get to trade for my guy. Which is unfortunate. Alright, well, I think we'll stick to the... Can I afford to life tap? He's going to hit me for 9, down to 10. Boy, that is a little risky, especially because I'm playing Flame Imp as well. I don't think I can life tap here. I think we need to hold off on the life tapping. Just take it easy here. So he's down pretty low. He's going to trade, so that's good. He's got no kill or anything wacky like that. He's actually going to trade, which is very interesting. Leaving this guy alive. That's good to see. It means he doesn't have, or should mean he doesn't have any good answers.
Ready, sir.
And he's going to armor up. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the card here before we make any snap judgments. Kobold Geomancer. 2, 7, 9. Alright, so I think I definitely want to life tap this turn. Shadow Bolt. Oh, that is music to my eyes. It does mean I don't play this, though. I think I need to play this. I think it's more important. So here's what we do. I'm going to do this. The reason I'm not hitting my opponent is if I just play this thing, these two guys can trade into it. As it is, what I'm saying to my... Whoa, get the order right. What I'm saying to my opponent is, if you want to kill this guy, you need something to help. Dark Iron Dwarf, Execute, something. But I'm making him have something. Looks like he had the Dark Iron Dwarf. That is sadness in a bowl. Now I wish I had just hit him for 2 damage. Although I guess taking that Squire off means that this Kobold Geomancer got to live. I'm getting a little bit overrun here, that's for sure. He's up to 12 health. I'm only at 17 myself, and this guy's actually kind of scary. Flame Imp. Okay, well, we're going to life tap here. I think I got to do it. Dragonling mechanic is really nice. I can actually play everything out. So we're going to Shadow Bolt, his biggest thing. We'll just throw a bunch of crap onto the board. I'm gonna preserve my Dragonling from the boar. I'm gonna hedge my bets a little bit. And we're gonna swing for 2 damage. Alright, so he has 4 cards to my 5. All mine are on the board, all of his are in his hand. So if his are good, he's in really great shape. If his are just non-disruptive cards, he's in bad shape. Uh-oh, that's a pretty good card. Well, here's where I definitely wish I had taken that silence. Because now, very smart move of my opponent, hitting this creature so that it will die to this abomination. This guy survived, man. This guy's a trooper. He's been around for a long-ass time. Dread Infernal, really good here. Doesn't really help me save anything, though, because these guys are dead no matter what. So I might as well, can I afford to life tap here? I'm going to go down to 10 health. Yeah, I'm going to life tap. Let's do it. Shadow Bolt. Does that actually help? Stops me from playing Dread Infernal, and yeah, it doesn't really help me. So we're going to just run in, because we can't answer it. And I guess this is a little bit risky, because I'm killing off my own creature and going down to 8 health. There are combinations of, there are combinations of 3 cards that my opponent could have that would let him win the game, like a charged creature plus an Arcanite Reaper or something. Does he have an execute? Oh god, if he has an execute, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh no! Oh, he's gonna get that thing. I see. I see. Well, I'm glad I drafted both those Shadow Bolts, because that is kind of the perfect answer here. Harvest Golem, solid. I'm not gonna life tap anymore. That just opens me up to way more outs than it closes, basically. Again, still there are cards that could win my opponent the game. If he has removal for this, heals 5 health would be more than enough. I mean, basically the Harvest Golem deals as much damage as he heals each turn. So we'll be in a top deck war, and I think I'll be at a disadvantage because he gains life and I don't. That doesn't really help. That doesn't really help. And does he have something to give this taunt? Because that would help, actually. That would help a lot. He does not! Ah, he's gonna razzle bedazzle me here with all this stuff. Look at this guy, not saying well played, which is totally the correct move. Maybe I would have missed it. So it was a good game. Very tight fought battle against that warrior. He says well played after I killed him. Did I say well played? I think I did. I think I did. It was a good game. Happy that I won it, of course. I think, well, I like to think I have enough good sportsmanship that I would have called that a good game, regardless of how it ended. But I think it was very, very solid. Kind of went both ways. Didn't know how it was going to end until the very last minute. An execute would have changed everything. Here up against a paladin, that's great to see. Wish I had some mortal coils to deal with this paladin. It's nice to be able to plink off his recruits. And although these are good 4-drops and everything, we'll just mulligan everything except for my Blood Imp and try to maximize my odds of getting some Flame Imps. Yeah. Well, this is still good to be the second player here, because at least I get to play one of my 3-drops on turn 2. Probably the Razorfen Hunter first, probably. Just because the Piglet will kill off one of his recruits, leaving me with a 2-3. Man, this thing's so good. There was a long time where I would almost never draft this card. Because I was like, whatever. Razorfen Hunter, Schmazerfen Schmunter, am I right? But now I'm really grateful that a kind commenter suggested that I was undervaluing swarm creatures, because man, it's just been gold money, cash dollars every single time it's appeared. Well, here we have a tough call. I can either Flame Imp and Life Tap, or I can just play the Razorfen Hunter with the coin. Either way, I'm using the coin. I really don't want to Flame Imp. That would be just a bit sad. So I guess if we're using the coin no matter what, might as well do the Hunter here. Don't really want to expose the Imp here, because I don't want to just lose it to that recruit. We'll just end the turn. Call it a day. Consecration would kill the Piglet and the Blood Imp. It wouldn't kill off the Hunter, though. I just hope he doesn't have any, Blessing of Kings or other stupid crap to put on this recruit. Blessing of Kings, Argent Protector, make this guy a 4-1 with Divine Shield, kill my thing. That would suck a lot of dongs. Alright, he's just going to make some more recruits. Totally fine by me. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that move. Kind of makes the decision-making a lot easier for me to see him do that. We'll play the bear, and I'm gonna swing by. Well, don't let paladins keep creature, but no, I'm aggro here. I'm gonna swing by. Do I attack with this thing? On the one hand, it'll die to a consecration anyway, so I might as well get the damage in. On the other hand, if he has True Silver Champion, it'll kill the bear, and then the 1/1 can kill my Blood Imp. Since it's all equally likely, let's not open myself up to the True Silver Champion quite that hardcore. Consecration is really not that impressive. It kills the Piglet and the Blood Imp, and then this thing stays with 2 health, and then the recruit can't kill it. It's his whole turn. So yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Maybe I should have just traded 1 damage to take this 1/1 off the map. Probably. Even though I'm aggro, this is a case where I'd say I probably should have killed this thing, just to stop Blessing of Kings and other nonsense. Alright, well, lesson learned for the future. And when you're aggro, ignore your opponent's creatures, except when you're playing against a paladin. You should really probably kill this stuff. Alright, Hammer of Wrath, I'm really happy to see that. He doesn't get card advantage, because, whoa, wait, what are you doing? My guy just messed up hardcore. He should have just attacked with his recruit into the bear and killed it. Why did he keep the recruit there? I don't know what my opponent's doing, honestly, but whatever, we'll do what we should have done last turn. My opponent really messed up. We'll do this, and I'm gonna play the mechanic because, honestly, this is kind of redank. with the Blood Imp. It put 4 power and 7 toughness on the board for 4 mana, which is just silly. Now, Consecration's good. It does kill off, you know, a lot of my stuff, but what's important is that it's his whole turn. A couple of my creatures still survive, and I've got good plays to follow up. Oh, does he actually have something for 1 mana? What is this, a secret? Ah, okay. Well, fair enough. We'll use this to check for a Noble Sacrifice, of course. Yeah. Oh, it is not Noble Sacrifice. It's not. It might be Redemption, or it might be the thing that's, you know, or it might be Repentance. So we'll play the Flame Imp then to check for the Repentance. Ah, it's Redemption. Okay. So he's got the secret that when I kill one of his creatures, it comes back to life with 1 health. That is what it must be. That is the only secret that is left. So I have to be careful. If I have a choice of creatures to kill, I should always kill the crappiest one. What sucks is if he plays a Sunwalker right here, because that sucks. Because then the Sunwalker comes back with 1 health, but it still has Taunt and Divine Shield, so I have to, like, lose a whole lot of resources killing it off. That's where the secret is very, very good. Well, he's picking and choosing. I think if he had a Sunwalker, that would have been a Windmill Slam, right? So, should be alright. Right, Injured Blade Master, I really couldn't care less. He's going to give it Divine Shield, okay. Well, I think this is just going to get ignored. If I am not mistaken. This is 3, 6, 8, 10 damage is down to 8 health. That is a lot to go down. Actually, what I might do, I think... I might trade here and then play the Dread Infernal to pop this Divine Shield, put a 6 on the board, and deal an extra point of damage. Oh, he's got the stupid Redemption thing. Ah, it's so annoying. How do I do this? Maybe this isn't even the right play. I might want to, like, play the Harvest Golem and the Mana Wraith instead or something. Yeah, we'll get the extra damage. We'll just go balls to the walls, Dickens. Balls to the walls, Dickens. He's down to 7 health, and he can kill off at least 2 of my creatures now. And he just needs any removal or whatever. He can kill a 3rd, but this thing's pretty dangerous. Alright, I don't really care about that so much. That's not a big deal. Ah, he's gonna actually... Oh, does he have another Consecration? Oh, no, no Consecration. Okay, that's good. So the whatever Redemption triggers. That thing comes back. Thankfully, the battle card doesn't trigger. Truce of a Champion is alright. Doesn't actually save him, though. Doesn't save him, because if he hits my creature, he still takes damage. I've got enough damage to kill him. He's going to need another secret. He needs a Noble Sacrifice here to stop from losing. Alright, he's going to concede. Alright, good game. Well, we aggroed him down again. I said in the beginning this wasn't an aggro deck. I guess I was wrong. I suppose when you have a curve that is as light as mine, like this, and you have like 3 Flame Imps, you got to call yourself aggro. I mean, to be true aggro, I think it would need to have fewer 3-drops and more 1-drops, but... Still, it's been performing pretty well, especially when I've gotten my Flame Imps and Blood Imps early in the games. And now I feel just like a whiny little bitch for complaining so hard after that game against the Priest. I thought my deck sucked after that game, but the other games have been pretty decent. Corvus the Warrior here. Okay, well, we're gonna send back this and this. Demon Fire could be important. I don't want him to play like a Knife Juggler and for me to not have any answers, but we'll send this back, even though it is a 3-drop, even though I could play it on turn 2 with the coin. Let's maximize my odds of finding one of my 3 Flame Imps. Alright, there it is. There's 2 of them. Okay. Oh my goodness. I could actually do the double Flame Imp opening. I don't think I will, though. Well, I don't know. I have to think about it. The problem is he's a warrior. He could just play Cleave and kill them both. I mean, the upside is I've got 6 damage swinging at him. Ah, boy, this is tough. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to open myself wide open to Cleave. Basically, with this, and then like this, and like, or this, coin, this, seems good enough to me. I don't feel that much pressure here to be aggressive. Of course, with the Fiery War Axe, I do kind of regret that I didn't do what I was wanting to do in my heart. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to get aggressive then. So he can kill 1 with the Fiery War Axe, but he'll probably kill the Berserker, but that does leave the Flame Imp on the field, which is nice. And the Farseer is a nice follow-up. The health gain is not wasted. But yeah, Fiery War Axe, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good card for him to have. Maybe I should have just played into the Cleave and done the double Flame Imp opening. Lesson for next time. I mean, who knows? Maybe he does have a Cleave in his hand and just, you know, I dodged a bullet and didn't know it.
Sorry that happened.
What? Why is he saying sorry? So he starts the game off with card advantage because he used his Fiery War Axe to kill 2 of my creatures, but those 2 creatures did deal 5 damage to him. Looks like he's going AFK, and oh nope, he's doing stuff. Okay, anyway, maybe because like if I have to leave suddenly, I will say sorry to my opponent, you know, for leaving. All right, we got a nice curve here. The health gain is not wasted. We're putting a 3/3 on the board, which is, you know, not to be trifled with. This is 6 damage already on turn 4, which is not like amazing or anything, but you know, it's a decent amount of damage. He's got to be a little bit careful. 8 if you count the Stormwind Knight. Got some options. I could life tap and Demon Fire to catch up a bit on my cards and also make this guy bigger. That could be necessary, could be not, depending on what he plays. Like let's say he plays Ascension or a Chillwind Yeti, I will totally Demon Fire and kill them. Ah, damn it, he's gonna get to kill one of my creatures. That's fine though. I mean, it was his whole turn and he just killed one of them, so whatever. Okay, we're gonna get this guy down. It's a tough choice which one to put down. Thing about this is I keep a surprise in my pocket, and I like doing that. I like plays where you get to keep your surprise in your pocket. This also is more interference, because there's now potentially going to be some things he'll play that he doesn't want to play because he knows I can just pop the Divine Shield into it. My intention is just to keep swinging for his face. Because if I keep doing, you know, 6 damage a turn, it's going to add up extremely quickly. And I'll probably play the Fen Creeper next turn, so the Stormwind Knight will come down later, turn 6 or later, probably. So I just like having that down to make him sweat it, and even if I'm not intending to hit his creatures with this Divine Shield because I want to get the damage on his face, he might be inhibited from playing the plays he'd want to make. Okay, well, that's a pretty good drop, because even with the Demon Fire, this thing still dies to it, and I'd have to use Demon Fire and the Divine Shield to kill it. God damn it, that's actually really annoying. This guy will die to it with Divine Shield. Balls. Well, I need to kill it. I can't just play the Fen Creeper here. I need to get this thing to die. So I think that means playing a life tap. Ah, Blood Imp. That is pretty irrelevant, but okay. We'll do this. We'll pop the Divine Shield. We'll remember to kill for Lust. And we'll swing for 3 damage. Okay, so I'm actually okay on cards 6 to 6. The main issue is not card quantity, but card quality. He could start playing really quality cards right now, especially cards with taunt. That would really mess me up. Legendaries would mess me up as well. I'm not really resilient here. I have no answers to anything. There's the Cleave. He got my Blood Imp. Luckily, it kept my Flame Imp alive, which is what counts. Does he have any more taunt for me to deal with? That's what he needs. Cruel Taskmaster, not the most impressive card, although it does kill my card here. Okay, let's take a look at my new card. It's a Vengeful Mercenary. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this guy to hedge my bets. Kill his creature. And with my last mana, we'll do a Fairy Dragon. I'm putting it in the middle as practice. You really have to get in the habit against rogues and mages to put stealth creatures or untargetable creatures in the middle, so they can't target your middle with Cone of Cold or Betrayal. I guess same applies for Hunters and Explosive Shot. Well, he keeps on having just enough answers to stay in the game. But I'm still doing okay, I think. I'm gonna ignore this for sure. This is totally getting ignored. Oh, Sea Giant, is that playable? 7 mana? It is. But I think what I'm gonna do instead is life tap to get another card. And we're gonna go ahead and play a Fen Creeper here. Remember, kill for lust. Do not kill for greed or gluttony or sloth. Kill for lust. Okay, so this was a bit of a lackluster turn. He put something down and killed one of my creatures, but didn't do anything else. He needs an answer for my taunt here, because this is money right here. It's stopping him from killing either one of my other creatures. So we will have a ticket to success if my opponent doesn't. I think I'll win this game if he can't answer this Fen Creeper. Gorhow! Okay, this makes things real interesting real fast. So he kills the Fen Creeper. He can now use the Stormpike Commando to kill my Silvermoon Guardian. The main thing now is that he just can't really afford to get hit very hard. And I can afford to play the Razorfen Hunter and the Vengeful Mercenary. Make sure you play the Razorfen Hunter first before the disadvantage of the Vengeful Mercenary kicks in. I've lost, I think, or I don't know if I lost, but I've definitely messed that up where I play the Vengeful Mercenary first and then my other creature suddenly is more expensive and I can't play it. Alright, this is looking real good. He's drawn a card. That 5 life is not going to help him. He's got 6 mana, needs to answer the 7/6. It's a bit difficult for a warrior to answer it. He'd need like a Mortal Strike or something. Whoa, Gore Howl, that's a way to do it, I suppose. If it's gonna hit him, I guess he might as well hit it with the weapon, so smart play. What does he have with 6 mana? He needs like a Sunwalker or something here to hold the fort. Harvest Golem is really not gonna do it. Ah, he ran out of steam. Poor guy. Well, I don't know why he's saying well played. It's not over yet. I only have 5 damage here. But, what we can do, unfortunately I cannot play both of these. What I can do is I can play a Flame Imp and the Ventrico, or Flame Imp and Sea Giant. That would be 6 mana, leaving me with 3. Let's life tap. Either way, I'm going to end up life tapping. So let's play the Flame Imp. Can I play this? That would make this cost 4. Nope, I cannot. So we'll do the Sea Giant, I guess. It is bigger. We're going to keep on swinging, obviously ignoring his Harvest Golem. Okay, so he needs to have an answer for this. He'll need to like slam and execute this, and he'll need to like deal with some of my other creatures as well. I have actually more pressure incoming. He needs to deal with all this stuff. My deck has performed quite well in this game. It gave me the drops when I needed them. He's thinking. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means he won't accept defeat, or if he actually has some conceivable way with like some Defender of Argus chicanery to hold me at bay for a little bit longer. This has definitely been the most successive non-aggro aggro deck I've ever piloted in the arena. I think when I tried hardcore to play aggro, it didn't work out this well. Alright, I think we made it to success. Or did we make it to the money? I don't even remember. Where are we in the arena? Are we at 6 or at 5? I think we're already at 6. I think this is a money run. That's awesome. Man, am I gonna have to upgrade? Yeah, we're in the money. Am I gonna have to upgrade Warlock to like a top tier class, or at least a middle tier? Remember back in the day, if you've been with this channel for a long time, I used to hate Warlocks. They were like borderline unplayable for me. That's why I had so few runs. That's why I have at the moment so few Warlock runs on this channel, is because I just hated the class so much. It was just painful to play. But I think I am beginning to crack the Warlock puzzle. I did pretty well with aggro. I did pretty well with just a kind of a balanced sort of control Warlock deck. Crazy Psychic the Priest. Well, I'm going to do what I've done before. I'm going to keep the removal in case of obnoxious stuff. As tempting as it is to keep your 2/3 drops here, because you can play 1 on turn 2 and 1 on turn 3, the curve of this deck is low enough that I'm willing to risk it and try to improve my odds of getting the bigger drops to come out. Okay, let's see what he does on turn 1 before we commit to anything else. Nothing? Alright, great. The Blood Imp, I don't think it's right to play the Blood Imp. I think it makes a lot more sense just to play the Berserker here. It does run into Shadow Word Pain, but I'm willing to accept that. Blood Imp doesn't really change that, and I want this already on the field when I make my subsequent turns. Okay. 2 main options here. Option number 1, Cobalt Dreamancer. Then Soulfire, this thing keeps swinging. Option number 2, and what I'm going to go with, is Blood Imp. Raise this guy's health up and attack. Now the reason I'm doing this is that it's like pretty much a charging creature or Holy Smite or bust for my opponent. He doesn't have any other, otherwise this thing's going to start hitting him for 5 damage, and since I am playing apparently an aggro deck that I didn't realize, I should try to, you know, put as much damage output as I can. Alright, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, we're gonna try to ride this guy all the way to the victory. So I'm gonna play the Dalaran Mage. I am going to Soulfire this Razorfen Hunter. I'm going to use my Blood Imp to actually kill that, and we'll swing for 5 damage. So by playing the Razorfen Hunter, my opponent represented that he didn't have a Shadow Word Death or a Holy Smite or any kind of charge creature or any kind of taunt. So let's see, top decks them, which he just did. Ah, he just top decked this. Motherfucker, that was just off the top. Ah, ball sacks. Well, this bear pays for itself. Hey, it protects my weenies from this 4/3 who could kill either one of them and live. Instead, he has to trade with the bear. Now, my opponent could have a Shadow Word, or, God, I always mix those up. Power Word, Shield, make this a 4/5, kill my bear, and then I'll probably just lose the game. You know how it is.
Pay attention.
All right. Oh, no, please. No! Why? I can't even say that he had everything he needed, because he didn't. He didn't have Shadow Word Pain, he didn't have Holy Smite for this, but he peeled a fucking Silence off the top. And that is a wrap. I don't think I can afford to be aggro anymore. We're gonna kill this. We're gonna kill this. And I don't know, we'll play this thing. Ah, boy, this game. This game is proving to be a disappointment. Man, do I just not realize that I'm a bad matchup against priests or something? I feel like priests are supposed to be the worst class against aggro. So why am I getting smashed to hell and back by priests? Well, I mean, any deck, no matter which class it is, can always have the right cards. I guess that's really the moral of the story. Let's get some cards here. I could put out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we'll just do the dude. I don't know. I'm just gonna put stuff on the board and swing at his face until he kills everything I have and mops me up. Oh my god. The Razorfire Hunter for him was good. It forced me to kind of bend over backwards to protect my Berserker. And then he had Silence off the top. You know, I would have actually rather preferred a Holy Smite for him to have, honestly, because if he just played Holy Smite, you know, I might have been okay. He chose not to kill my creatures. Does he have enough damage to kill me? 9 plus 6 is 15. He might be threatening death, but whatever. I don't give a crap. We're going to do this, 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 and let's do this and this. Okay, so Holy Fire would win him the game. He's got 9 plus 6 is 15. He needs 4 damage. Mind Control. Okay, that's cute. Real cute, buddy. Real cute. You know what? I never saw any Mortal Coils. I also never saw any Hellfires. That's really sad. I never saw any Power Overwhelming either. So given that this was a money run, and I never saw any of those really important Warlock cards, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Okay, so he's going to hedge his bets. He did a little bit of damage. And then he killed off enough of my creatures to feel comfortable. Well, he does have a 7-6 thanks to the Mind Control. This is not going to do it. So our only losses so far have been to priests, interestingly enough, who just had the right cards. That other priest had 2 Shadow Words Death. This guy top decked to Silence. Ah, balls. Balls, balls, balls. Power Word Shield. Silence plus the Power Word Shield. Well, since I'm not infinite anymore, it would be nice to make it to extra money with 1 more win, but I can't complain. I've had enough bad runs lately that I will very, very happily take this 7-win run. Haven't hit 9 wins in a long, long time. I have honestly forgotten what it feels like to feel the taste of those sweet, sweet packs. And the word packs, when you say it like that, makes it sound like it's something dirty. I think I'm probably thinking of package. 2 sweet, sweet packs. What would pack be like a slang naughty word for? If it were a slang naughty word. Probably dick? Pack? Hey bro, have you seen my pack? It's really rippling. Man-made, alright. Well, anyway, we're second player here. I've been taking a lot in this arena, it feels like. Not going to be pointing out the Berserker, though. We'll just play the Flame Imp. I greet you. Okay, let's see if she's got the Frostbolt or the Arcane Missiles. If she has an Arcane Missiles, this thing is as good as dead. I never win coin flips against Arcane Missiles. No, she has the Crocolisk. Well, that's fine. So, basically here, if I play the Mana Wraith, the Crocolisk will just kill it. I want to damage her, though. I could play the Amani Berserker, but the problem is the Crocolisk will attack it, hero ability finishes it off. So, although I don't want to do this, me being aggro and all, I have to make that trade. So, there we go. That River Crocolisk really sort of, just being a generic 2-3, really paid for itself. Oh, that's not good. That is actually really bad. Shadow Bolt, please. Shadow Bolt. Nope, not a chance. Ah, God, this is a really distressing situation. Well, I think she's going to get a 2-for-1. This guy's going to become a 5-1. No Mortal Coils in my deck. I could have coined out the Hunter, but she could just ping it off with her hero ability. So I'm just going to accept the 2-for-1 and hope for the best. I'm kind of due for a loss against a mage, and I don't mind an arena where I only lost to the OP classes. It's fine by me. Fairy Dragon, Doke. And she's going to ping me, avoiding enraging my guy. Seems reasonable. Okay, what we'll do is this, and I'm actually going to play this Harvest Golem I just top decked, because this is a good creature to trade for the Amani Berserker. The Razorven Hunter would be too risky. She can ping off the board being a mage. I'm actually getting burned down myself here because she's going to swing by me, of course. I think instead of playing the Benchko, I'm going to play the Booty Bay Bodyguard. Because I really don't want this tiger to hit me. I don't want to go below 20 health against a mage. So we're in it for the long haul here, which might be alright. I do have like a couple of big creatures here. So they might be good. Oh, that's... Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's not good. That is good. I really need a Hellfire here, which is a card I never saw. Shadow Bolt. I mean, I gotta do it. I can't afford to get hit, but damn. This is really looking kind of ugly. I'm gonna do this, and sure, we'll go ahead and point out this blood, mainly to stop the piglet from dying trivially to my opponent's hero ability. This Argent Commander for my opponent was really good. I feel like I've been catching a lot of breaks in this arena, like stuff like this in most of my games where my opponents could have had answers, they just haven't been having them. Blizzard, hey, there we go. So the third mage does have the Blizzard. She's actually going to be going aggressive, which is totally the correct move, probably. She can get me down to 14 health, which is ugly. Silver Moon Guardian. Okay, let's go ahead and life tap. Ah, Fen Creeper I think is even better than the Silver Moon Guardian. This freaking overpowered hero ability can still kill off my Razorven Hunter, but at least if she doesn't have a Polymorph or a Fireball, this thing right here is looking pretty good. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Cone of Cold. Alright, well, when it rains, it motherfucking pours, is the moral of this story. Can't kill that thing. God damn it. Honest to frickin' God. We're gonna do this. And we will do this. So the problem is, because she's had aggressive plays the whole game, I haven't actually dealt any damage to her. I can't really afford to race. Even 8 damage in the face of this board, I just can't ignore it. I'm just gonna protect her Gadgeton Auctioneer as she well should. Are you fucking kidding me? God, well. Oh, of course. Of course. And she keeps drawing cards for all this shit. God damn it. God, I want this thing to be able to attack so badly, but no. So we're gonna do this. I mean, I'm dead. Basically, I'm dead. I'm down to 6 health against a mage. My only life gain is an Earthring of Farseer. So this is where we complain about mages and how much they suck.
Well played.
Ah, fuck you. I'll give her the threat. So this Auctioneer was incredibly good for her, and I could never kill it because I couldn't keep any creature on the board, and I couldn't attack with any of my creatures because motherfucking mages. I think I've played against Man-Maid before. Can't remember if she was a mage the last time I played, but I believe it was a good opponent. Well, anyway, we got into the money. I think that the first game in this arena that we lost was a load of baloney dongs. The priest lost and the mage lost. Those were pretty legit. So, okay. Happy to get my entry fee back. If you enjoyed the video, please like and or subscribe. I'd appreciate that tremendously. This is actually, I think, the max I've ever seen at 7 wins. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it go above 200, so I'm really happy about that. Whoa, it's actually more than 200. This is 210. 150 plus 60. 210. That is the most, I'm pretty sure, that I've ever seen. So 210, a new cap for 7 wins. That's awesome. 60 gold profit. And the pack is 2 rares. they're 2 troll rares. I believe I have, well, maybe one of those was new. Ah, one of those rares was actually new. Which one was the new one? So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, do please like and or subscribe. I'd appreciate your help tremendously. And here we are in Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time Bonus Hour, watching as I collect my complete set of Ancient Watchers. That's a money card right there. It's a good thing I managed to pick those up. My quests log is terrible. It's all 6 different classes. I'm probably just going to go into constructed mode and finish those off. This is, I think I got the 3rd one today. I don't think I've like missed a quest. Anyway, our next arena is going to be Warlock, Shaman, or Rogue. It's going to be Rogue. I just played Warlock, sick of Shaman, so Rogue it's going to be. Hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Till then.